Welcome to the home of innovation. What's up, guys? Ian Sandusky from Lakewood Machine Tool back here again for Practical Machinist. And on this very special episode of Machine Shop Talk, we are here at DMG MORI'S in Hoffman Estates, Illinois for Technology Days 2024. There's some brand new machines getting released today, some brand new innovations like the CELOS X controller, and of course, the beautiful DMG MORI'S machines you know and love. We're gonna be checking it all out. Let's go take a look. So of course, we've got the mono blocks, the DMU 75, the machines that really put DMG MORI'S on the map. There's an ultrasonic 60 Evo. There's a lot of great examples of machines here. Why these technology days and innovation days are so appealing to a lot of people is you can come see all these different machines in the same spot. We've got the DMU 40 Pro, which we looked at a little earlier this year. Those are the smaller style machines. But the one thing that is also getting released here today is the CELOS X. This is a new controller from DMG MORI'S that's coming on a lot of their new machines. So if you saw our previous video when we stopped in to visit for Innovation Days back earlier this year, you can see a closer look at some of these new machines like the INH63. But one thing I really want to focus on showing you guys today are the brand new world premiere machines that are getting released this week and today actually, right here at Technology Days. The first one I want to talk about is the NLX 2500 second gen. The last time I was here, I was talking with a gentleman and he was actually putting 6 of these NLX machines in his shop from 2. That's how much he liked them. These new ones, second gen, they're basically an upgraded version, a updated version of the NLX that everybody kind of knows and loves. What makes this really special is it's a twin spindle machine, and instead of having a spindle that has a lot of power and a smaller sub spindle that usually doesn't have as much oomph behind it, this one pretty much has the exact same power on both the left and right spindles. Although it's definitely a turning center, the way I was described it earlier is it's almost like having a full 3-axis mill in there. So with a live tooling lathe, typically you have some light ability to do milling, up to some pretty heavy milling. This one is fully mill capable. The other thing it has is it has a 4-inch bore. That's a really big bore for a machine this size. And that bore is actually on both sides. So you could do work on one end of a 4-inch shaft, thread it, put a keyway in, transfer that entire shaft into that second spindle, and do the same thing on the other if you wanted. So the versatility a machine like this has really can't be overstated. So Nick, what brings you out to the show and what's exciting to you here today?
I like to be on the cutting edge. We're a young shop. We got a lot of young guys. I like to, get their interest piqued by seeing new technologies that MORI'S has out there. I've been in the business for 25 years and I just want to keep on the cutting edge. So.
And what kind of stuff do you guys have at your own shop from here right now?
We have 8 different spindles from MORI'S. We have 4 verticals ranging from 1991 to all the way up to 2015. We have an NHX that's a 2019. We have a DMU 50. 2020, and we have 2 2013 NLXs.
And if you could take any one of these home with you, except for the INH, because that's mine, which one do you put in your pocket?
I really like the CTX back there. Having that knuckle head and being able to go both spindles, that's pretty cool. Broaden our capabilities, absolutely. So.
And if you got 8 spindles from these guys right now, how many are you looking to expand to realistically?
It'd be great to double that in the next 10 years.
That's not bad. That's actually a very realistic timeline.
Yeah, you can't do it all at once. I know that. I've been in it long enough to do that, but slowly and surely it'll get there. So,
and if people want to find out more about GramTech, where can they go?
Go to gramtechtool.com and you can check us out. We're a job shop that's willing to do whatever's on the table. So yeah, check us out.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Nice talking to you. Yep, thanks.
Another very exciting world premiere that just got released today here at DMG MORI'S Technology Days is the MGX 3100. This is what I guess you'd call a all-in-one grinding center. So this thing not only can do ID grinding, it can do OD grinding, it can do chucking grinding. As you can see right now, I believe it's doing an HSK, but it can do chuck grinding, for more puck or short parts. It can also do shaft grinding because it does have centers. These are available with up to 62 inches between centers. So pretty much anything you throw at it, it's going to be able to do. It's got a hydrostatic grinding spindle, so it can really keep going. The other thing it does have is infinite B-axis. So usually when you have those kinds of wheels in a machine, they index by a certain number of degrees. This one, you can put it absolutely anywhere you want, and you can spin it all the way around if you wanted. There's no hard stop, there's no clamping points. It's all self-contained. So essentially, companies can throw one of these on the floor, and no matter what they throw at it, you know, I'm told even up to 500 parts, this is still a very good option for them. Now, Dan, what are we looking at here besides the fact that this is an NTX 500? I know nothing about this machine. Please enlighten me.
This is my baby. This is the multi-axis platform. This has turning, this has milling, this is 5-axis. This has everything you can possibly dream of in one package. I joke about it, but it is for real. They put me by the window because the sky is limit with this machine. You can get up to a 38 chain standard. You can transfer it off to a 76. You can build off to a 114. And now that we've put on the CELOS X platform with the MAP 6, this is the new MAP 6, and with our CELOS X function on this machine. So with the CELOS X, this does give us our machine specific, our chatter control, so we can actually run this part, and at a moment's notice, if we start to get any vibration in here, we tap the chatter control, and it is gonna stop it instantly. So it reads the feedback from the vibration of each tool. Once again, we have our documentation, our energy monitoring. We can monitor our consumption of energy, so you as a shop owner can properly put our burden rates to each bit, and we know exactly what we can charge our customers.
Now, can we open this door up? I gotta see inside this machine.
This
I have
is,
to see inside here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff packed in one very small space.
Yes. We have two 5-inch chucks that get up to 7,000 RPM on each one. We have an upper turret mill spindle that has 120 positive, 120 negative capable movement. It has 42,000 RPM. The lower turret has 12,000 RPM with a 16 station Y-axis on the lower.
So you're saying medical, defense, aerospace, pretty much anybody who needs to do stuff is throwing one of these on the floor.
Yes. And the beauty of this one, I machined everything in the machine itself. I didn't have to put these on a 5-axis machine. I did everything on the machine. I take pride in those sub jaws there. We actually machine the Christmas tree into the jaws itself, inside the machine.
And what are you guys turning in here right now? What kind of part is that?
That is our turbine blade.
Oh!
That's my setup part. So it's not gonna look as sexy as my other ones do.
I like how a part with a generally perfect finish you're saying isn't as good as the other ones. And if people want to find out more about the NTX 500, where should they go?
And DMGMORI.com.
So this is newly released, the CELOS X. Tell me about what we're looking at here.
What we're looking at is our Control Efficiency Lead Operating System, which is the acronym to CELOS. It is a background of what our machines can offer. We have CELOS X on our Siemens machines, and we have CELOS X on top of our MAP 6 machines. Each one of them has certain features that are pertinent to the machine, but every one of them has the documents. Every one of them has Mori Messenger. Every one of has certain features that are on all of them. The biggest one is our net service. At any given time, you as a shop owner, something happens to your machine and you don't want any downtime. So with our net service, you can create a service ticket, and it goes to the direct form of communication. You will get a service ticket, you will get a communication within 24 hours, and then possible your machine's back up and running, could be sooner.
And I take it that if I wanted to, I could give them access to what's going on my machine.
Absolutely.
So they can see what the spindle utilization's like.
Yep.
How are things reacting? Are sensors going bad?
Correct. And it also works with our CELOS PC. So if you're on your PC, you can actually get a full spreadsheet of what is going on with that machine.
So it's full machine monitoring that integrates, it's not even integrated, it is part
of the machine.
Of the machine and part of the ecosystem.
Correct. All of the different features that come with each individual machine, like MPC, machine protection control, you can monitor vibration of the spindle, monitor vibration of the bearings, and also machine crash prevention. So if it does get that unavoidable geometry move, it's going to stop, and it's going to stop cold. It's not going to go continue. You're not going to get more damage. It mitigates any problem with the machine.
I have to say, unavoidable geometry move, I think is the nicest way I've ever heard crash before. I'm going to save that one.
Anything that has the Tulip logo is assigned with our Tulip product. My DMG Mori, these are all of your tickets that are currently open. It's kind of a overview of what was open, what is its current case, is it closed, is it active, what is going on.
Is this available on all the machines at the moment?
Every single machine that has the new control. We still offer the machines with a MAPS 5, and that's still gonna run the old CELOS version. This is the new update. This is the wave of the future. It's part of Dr. Mori's future of MX machining.
I love it. You want to go look at a machine now?
Please do.
Let's go do it. Come on. Now I'm back with Eddie from Nueva Precision. Thank you very much for joining us.
Ian,
now,
nice to see you again.
the first time we were here, we got to talk to you, but you're back for a very special reason. Why is that?
Well, we just placed an order for a CLX 450 TC. We're excited about that. Unfortunately, we got to wait a few months to get it on our shop floor, but...
And how many will that mean you have now, total DMG Mori machines?
This will be our second.
This
So we
will
have
be
a DMU 75 monoblock, and we're adding this to the floor. It's a small operation, just my wife and I, so we're trying to just leverage our time as much as possible with these awesome machines.
And what was the reason that, you know, a machine like this with the dual spindles, with the tool changer, why was that appealing for what you have to do with it?
You know, we have specific parts we're looking at to produce, and it's small to medium volume production. But we plan on just a family of products that we got to shift from one to another, and there's a lot of tools involved. And a turret style lathe, which would certainly get the job done, was a kind of a turn off to us as far as the setup time that was involved, transitioning from one part to another. So the appeal to this machine here is the tool changer, you know, just being able to switch from one part to another in what we hope is minutes, you know.
So therefore your setup time is minimized, you can be a little more reactive, you might not need to run as many parts at once.
Right.
It sounds like there's a lot of positives there.
Yeah, we're focused on that throughput, you know, parts that we could actually ship, not making a bunch of parts to put on the shelf just because we spent all this time setting up a machine, but really just doing what the customer needs, you know.
And this actually, correct me if I'm wrong, is that a 5-axis spindle in the top there? So will it get full movement out of that?
Yep, so it's plus or minus 120 degrees. You go just below center line. You got about 8 inches of Y travel. You got a lot of Z travel. You got your main spindle, your sub spindle. You do not have the option for a lower turret on this machine, but basically gives you the tool changer. You'll be able to hand parts off. We got ours with a bar loader. We got it with a robot interface. So we're hoping we could just have this thing run unattended.
Wait, you got the robot interface, so that means you're planning to have that thing run lights out, day and night, 365.
We plan to do so initially with the bar loader, but we added the robot interface in case in the future we have parts that can't fit through the spindle. So we have the option to come through the door. And yeah, we're hoping it happens because we love buying this stuff. So it's we need that part that don't fit through the spindle.
Well, I mean, the philosophy that I know that you guys work with is try to spend as much time away from the machine as possible. Let the machine do the work, and that sounds like it follows that philosophy.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just my wife and I, a small operation. So if you don't get technology like this giving you a hand, it's just kind of, it limits you tremendously, you know. So, and we could certainly go out and hire help. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that philosophy, but this is the way we're doing it. And so these machines allow us to do that.
And if people want to find out more about your company, where can they go?
DuevaPrecision.com.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Awesome, Ian. Thank you.
So there you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this tour through DMG Mori's Technology Days 2024. If you missed it, don't worry, they will be back next year. for Innovation Days and Technology Days. And of course, if you're interested in a machine, make sure you get in touch with DMG Mori. They might even let you in for a private tour. As always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications below to make sure you never miss a video. Thank you very much for watching. You take care.